All right. How do I bring this up again? He's also not technical, and he doesn't know how to use a computer. Good. My name is D-Man. I'm a person. Person. And an MD, PhD student. Today I'm going to talk about something. I call it a class in research. So what is that and why is that? We're going to know soon. All right? Sounds so boring so far. Let's make it not. So I'm going to first summarize what I'm going to talk about. And in summary, I'm going to get to know you at the beginning. We're going to get to know each other, and then I'm going to tell you why I'm here. I'm going to have a question to you, and then you're going to hopefully answer and help me with it. And then we're going to be defining scientific research. We're going to build up a scientific hypothesis. And by the word hypothesis, I lost half of you, including me. And then I give another question to the audience. And then we're going to wrap it up. And then I'm going to give you some time for you to ask questions. We're going to start with a keyword, to know. So after this lecture, after me going off this stage, off here, I would like you to know. Now to know, for example, if one of you guys all heard about flying to the moon, right? But some of you have just heard about it. So there's a level of knowing, right? I don't want that. Some people have read about it. That's another level of knowing. That's a little bit more deeper. I don't want that either. Third level is maybe memorized what they read about traveling to the moon. That's another level I don't want. I still want it, but it's not enough. Some people have understood. Some people have understood, memorized, run by, read, but still that's not enough. I want you, after this lecture, not only to have all these. I want you to have a passion, to have it as part of you. I want you to know about research today, okay? To have it as part of you, and I want you to start developing yourself. Who are you? By raise of hands, how many of you, let's divide you into medical, technical, business, literature. So, medical, raise your arms. 105%, okay, good. Technical, good. Literature, good. Business, good. All right, so I have a good idea about who you are. That is for me to make my examples adaptable and for us all to understand what I'm talking about. Because talking to you about the receptors on the proximal convoluted tubular cells in the kidney will be a little bit disappointing. Okay? So we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about why I'm here. The reason I'm here is because we are in the group of KEMSA from Cautin to Sercautin. I really don't think I reached Sercautin yet. Maybe the others did. I'm still working on it. And hopefully we all work on it together. Now, I am here because when I studied in Gothenburg University in Sweden, but before that I was in Iraq. I was in Kurdistan, and I was in the Hawk University of Medicine, and I studied there a year. And I remember our pathology teacher coming in, and he was talking about saving lives, research that he's been doing, saving lives. How did he save lives? They started doing something called Pap smears. It's a test for you to see to detect cervical cancer, a certain type of cancer, early. All right? So this is a research group that is trying to detect cancer early. And by that, they save lives. Okay? Now, for you, when you hear a person that saved lives, it could be cool, it could be good, it could be not good. For me, it's, wow, I want to be part of this. They did research, and their research, the results of their research, made them push guidelines and save more lives. And for all the generations to come, we will have cervical cancer, less cervical cancers happening. Now, I went backstage to this professor, and I asked him, excuse me, how do I become part of this? How do I be part of this? How do I do research? How do I save more lives and stand there and stand here and talk to you about saving lives? How do I do that? He was like, we don't have established research for undergraduates in Duhok. And that was disappointing, but it didn't stop me. So when I went to Europe, the first thing I did is that I started looking for research. And that's what I did. I'm a fourth-year researcher. PhD is a research person. Now, I'm going to start with a question. It's a very simple question. All of you have seen Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Spider-Woman, Spider tights person that is saving lives and clicking a button that's not going to save humanity. How many of you thinks, can you visualize a researcher in a lab? In a lab coat, sitting on, looking at the microscope on cells? How many of you would go and see that in a cinema? Please, raise your hands. How many of you will go see the new Superman Batman movie? Raise your hands. Good. How many of you would go watch a researcher look at cells? Well, you are a researcher. You're not allowed to. So we have 1. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 liars. Okay, so now we have at least 96 of you, and then some, I don't know, pretentious liars. It's something negative. I don't trust you. You could be people that don't choose ice cream in a bar or something. I don't know. So now I'm going to write a human in tights. And that's what you choose as cool. Contra researcher. And to make it easy for you and not to be judgmental, so far I agree. I think people in tights are amazing. So let's see what will happen by the end of this lecture, if this changes at all. So what is research? It's diligent and systematic inquiry or investigation in order for us. It's just so complicated words. Maybe some of you don't understand what it's diligent, and it's basically research. It's diligent, and we are trying to inquire. We are scientists. A scientist now. A scientist could be in any branch, business, economy. You can be a scientist. You have to do research. In literature, you have to do research. Now I'm going to tell you why you have to do research. Now, if you work, for example, as an engineer. What you will do is you will have, there's a company or there's an establishment that employs you and you work there. What you will be, you'll be a tool. You will listen to what your superiors tell you. You will do that. And that's good. We need tools. But we also need directors. We need people that have the ability, have the imagination to change, to make changes. You will never make a change if you are just listening to superiors, doing your job, getting paid by the end of the month, and going home. Never. Now, being a researcher, for example, I will tell you how research would look like. Research starts with background information. So now let's start at the level. None of you is an ice cream maker here, right? But we imagine a person that makes ice cream working in a factory. Okay? Now that person thinks that we are making 10,000 ice creams per day. And that person is working in that factory. He is a tool, but he has an imagination. He's thinking, okay, it is too slow. People want around 20,000, but we're making only 10,000. So that person working in the factory has background information that we don't make enough. That's background information. Now, the person will make a hypothesis. A hypothesis is a very cool word for a thought. The thought is, let's make faster ice cream using another tool. A tool that he invents or he brings from another place, all right? That's his hypothesis, that's his thought. Now, he will do an experiment. How does the experiment look like? He will bring this new tool into the factory and he will make ice cream. And he will get results. Is he actually making more ice cream or not? And he will write it down. Now, this factory worker is working locally in one place. Right? But In research, you get to have conclusions, and you get to do analysis, and you get to write down your thought and experiment and spread it to the whole world. Now, not only that he has developed his own factory in case he made it faster to make ice cream with his new tool, he has developed the whole world at the same time. Now that is magnificent. That is big. We're not local anymore. We are on international grounds. Now, no matter if you are an economy person, then you will do, if you're working with business, with entertainment, with literature, you can develop everything and spread it to the whole world. Now, this is why research is vital. It's only vital for those of you who want to direct, not only be a tool and listen to a boss and do what a boss says. Now, I'm going to tell you about myself, what I do. I work with kidneys. Adorable, huh? Okay, so what I do is I work with kidney cancer, and what we are doing today, what we are going to do together, I'm working with leading research in kidney cancers. When I say leading research, I'm saying that the research that I'm working on now is on TV, is all over the news in Europe. There are very few centers, actually we are the only center that is trying to eradicate. So now we're not messing around, we're not playing with cancer. We're trying to...
What is a kidney?
A kidney, yeah, I'll tell you about it. Yeah. That's actually a good question. And also for you, if you have any questions while I'm talking, please, if you don't understand, just tell me stop. Just what was that? Say that again. So cool. What is a kidney? I'll tell you what a kidney is. So our research is leading in trying to cure, eradicate kidney cancer. And I'm so happy and proud to tell you this. And I wish that you are also standing one day and be proud in telling what you are changing. Now, what a kidney is, I'm going to give you background information. So together, we are going to build, as I said, leading research. And I want non-medical students to be with me now. A non-medical student is going to build a hypothesis with me that is leading research in kidney cancer. A non-medical student. I will show you how. I will give you background information. So, kidney. Every human has two kidneys, and without those kidneys are filters of toxics, and they are making the water balance in the body work. All right? So you drink water because you're thirsty, because your kidneys are telling you that. All right? Now your kidneys are two. If you lose them both, there is absolutely no chance that you survive, unless we put you in the hospital and connect you to tubes until we bring you another kidney. Good? That's what a kidney is. It's a water station in your body. And 70% of the body is water, is more. We are made of water. Basically, we are walking water tanks. So, water, kidney. Now, kidney gets cancer. Now, we know that kidney is important, right? Now, next background information. Kidney gets cancer. Cancer kills kidney. Kidney dies, we die. Good? That's second background information. For those that are not medical, I remember you. I saw you raising your arm. So one of you is going to answer to my question. You're going to build a hypothesis. First, we have kidneys that are important to us. Two, they get cancer. Cancer is bad. What is cancer? It's kidneys multiplying, kidney cells multiplying a lot without control, and they take over the body and they eat us like a Pac-Man. It's a bad thing. It kills us. Number three, patients are coming into the emergency rooms in Sweden or here or anywhere. They ate mushroom. There is a mushroom that is known to kill kidneys after working 40 years. We've been working on this 12 years. There is a chance I save lives by kidney cancer eradication. Right? That would be amazing. You all clap for me, you'll see me on TV, and I will even be more self-confident, which is disgusting. Now, how about this? What if I get no results in 40 years of research? I keep chasing kidney cancer, trying to kill it. I do all the strategies using that mushroom and using other strategies to kill kidney cancer. But I fail. Is it really failure? When? When I die, I disappear, all my research is written. The whole world can see it. Any person that wants to make a new solution for kidney cancer, they will not waste 40 years. All my 40 years count. They will come with a new strategy using mind. Now, if any person in the coming 100 years discovers the cure for cancer, having seen or used any of my background information, I have contributed in not only saving one person's life. How many people do we save if we take away diabetes type 2 and hypertension? 60% of society. 60% times how many generations to come and has been? To come. We don't know. Hundreds of generations. How many people does Superman or a person in tights save? Let's start with a beautiful woman tied up to a chair at the evil guy's headquarters. And then an old lady that loses her purse. And then the Spider-Man goes and brings the purse back to the woman. Doesn't impress me at all. And some other lives, but you will never reach and basically unlimited and infinity times of lives. So a researcher that is sitting in the lab trying to save lives is doing better. Much better. I hope that after today, after this lecture, when you go home, I hope I put the thought inside of your head that you want to question making your workplace better, because you will always have hypotheses. Every person will have a hypothesis. Now, if you don't have the tools to write it down into research, it will die with you. But if you have the tools, if you search, contact me, contact Simco, contact a researcher. We will try to help you develop it into a scientific research. Now, who is cooler? Let's ask the question again. I'm hoping, by raise of hands. Is it Superman? Wonder Woman? We still have Superman by Bono. But it's okay, it's okay. Superman, Wonder Woman, or a researcher? By raise of hands. Researcher in any field, even an ice cream shop. Seriously. Researcher? Everybody research? No. 50%. I got 60%. Still some people think that Superman is cooler. Alright, so 60%. 60%. That's not bad at all. And there's another 40 that is completely into tights. So tights and researcher. And my handwriting. So now, if you have any questions, please. I do take card, I do take cash. Any questions? Did you sleep? You know questions? Was it so clear? Wow. Did we learn anything today? We learned that in any branch you work, everywhere you work, you could actually ask for permission to do research. And hopefully, one day in Kurdistan, when somebody asks the question to their superiors or to their teachers, is there a possibility for research? They say, yeah, we do. That's my dream. Thank you very much, and have a lovely day.
Well, I hope you all realize that a researcher is really, really cool.